Good morning. Happy Saturday. How are you guys all doing? It's really good to see you. I feel like I've been gone forever. Normally, I would be here with Carrie, and as you can see, I am I am on my own this morning. Carrie is not feeling well, so you get me. But I want to welcome you all in and say thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Let me come up to the top of the chat and greet everybody that's here. There's Mariana. She says, good morning, Mara and everyone. Little Carrie says, hi, Carrie and Mara. Sorry, she's under the weather. I'll be trying to keep my eyes propped open, but I'm here and leaving my thumb. Then Leslie says, happy Saturday, getting my coffee ready. Yes, I have my coffee ready. Well, I'm about halfway. I probably should have made a bigger cup. I think I'm going to need it. And there's Katrina. Hello. Good morning, Mara and Carrie and all in the chat. Love and hugs to all. I'll be here listening and working on my blanket for hubby. And Mariana says, yes, got my coffee and crocheting a beanie. And let's see. Oh, little Carrie says, I got to get my coffee ASAP. She said, just a simple double crochet and half double crochet with a brim. Very nice. And Mariana, did you receive your package? Because I was getting notifications that all of my packages that I sent out were being delivered. So hopefully you received your package. And Leslie says, very nice. I have a couple of rave cakes. Ooh, for a beanie and scarf. I hadn't decided on pattern yet. And let's see, Suzanne, hello. She says, good day, everyone. And there's Sandra SC, hello. She says, hi, y'all, listening while I finish the last row of another Agatha's reading shawl. They ordered 15 a while back and now another 5. No more shawls, please. Oh my gosh. But little Carrie wants to know what pattern that Katrina is doing. And there's Samantha. Good morning, Samantha. Hello. And Sarah Crochet and so on. Hello. Good to see you. Yes. Oh, I know. Look, you can see me. I know, like, for those of you that know, like, I haven't shown my face on screen for a couple of weeks, but anyway, here I am in the flesh, so to speak. Sandra says, Mr. Sweetface, oh, I missed you guys. I can't wait to spend the day hanging out. All right. And Suzanne says, nice to see you're doing great today. Yes. Yay. I'll tell you guys all about, my weeks, my last couple of weeks and how that's been. Leslie says, that's okay, Mara. I hope she feels better. Yeah, I know. It's like she had her spa day yesterday and, that always takes a bit out of her. Plus she had already been kind of under the weather. So anyway, Samantha says hi to Katrina and there's the Bud Files. Good morning, peoples. Yeah, Katrina says, hope Carrie feels better soon. And hello to Samantha. Samantha's asking Katrina, how is she doing today? And she says she's doing okay and hope you're doing well. Sandra says, Mara, I'm sending you an email with a pic after the live. I need help with something. All right, sounds good. There's Asia Joe. Hello, how are you? She says, so happy to be back with y'all this Saturday. Yay, I know. Well, maybe we'll have to do something. I don't know. We don't have very many people here. Well, I'll probably show you guys what I'm working on and everything. Yes. There's Nancy, too old to care. Good morning. Dawn P says, hello, all you beautiful people. Hello. And Katrina says that her daughter is doing good, but we're all sick in the house, slowly getting over the cold that's been going around, but we're doing good. I know, winter, this time of year, it's funny because I usually do get some kind of cold or whatever, and it's like have the winter break from school, and then usually go back, and then they're passing around colds and bugs. But so far, because I haven't really gone anywhere in 2 weeks, yeah. Anyway, so I haven't gone anywhere. I'm going to be back to work on Monday, and we'll just see how it goes with being around all those germ factories. Let me get a sip of my coffee here. As some of you know, I have a Keurig, and I also have an espresso machine. And so my first cup of coffee in the morning is coffee with a shot of espresso in it and cream. And then I use stevia drops as a sweetener. I'm telling you, that first cup of coffee is always so good. I love it. And Mariana says, I have not gone to my mailbox, but I am sure it's there. We'll go later today. Yeah, no worries. And there's Pebbles. Hello. Hello, everyone. Spreading love, joy, love, and happiness. It's so good to see you. I've been enjoying checking out all your bunnies. I thought it was so cute how you had bunnies all over a Christmas tree. And Leslie's Crochet Corner says hello to Pebbles. And people are greeting one another, and that's so nice. There's Heidi. Hello. She says good morning, Mara, and everyone in the chat. And Katrina's pattern that she's working on, she says it's a pattern from Massive Crochet. She has a channel on YouTube here. It's single crochet and front post double crochet. It's a beautiful stitch. Ooh, I love post stitches personally. And let's see, Pebble saying good morning to Leslie. People greeting one another. I'm going to scroll down a bit here. Yes, Pebble says prayers for warmth and healing around the Yarny community. Ah, yes. Oh, I like how you capitalize the U, community, unity. I like that. Ah, yes. And little Carrie says, I sub to Massive Crochet. It looks awesome. Thanks for mentioning them. Yeah, I may have to check it out too. Maybe little Carrie, since you have just been over there, feel free to drop the link for Massive Crochet channel so that we can all go check them out. Samantha says hi to Nancy, and Suzanne says crossing fingers for everyone to be healthy. Yes. Yes. All right. Scrolling down, people greeting one another. There's Denise Lee. Hello, Denise. It's good to see you. And Nancy says, Mara, have you made Bod's Spyro hat yet? It's pretty cool, kind of like the Divine. No, I haven't. I have not. I've been just kind of working on some other things. Over the Christmas break, I had the bunny to make, and I took a couple of days here and there off of crochet. Not too much actually, but the day after Christmas, I started a treatment on my face, and it was for some precancerous skin cells. So every time over the last couple of years that I've gone to my dermatologist, she's found some little precancerous spots on my face and frozen them off. So last November, when I went to see her, she encouraged me and recommended that I do this chemo cream. It's a cream that you put on your face twice a day for 5 days. And after those 5 days, then you just need time to heal. And it can take up to a couple of months. Up to a month for your face to heal from that. And so my last day of that cream was on the 30th of December. And so for the last 11 days, 12 days or whatever, I've just been home and healing. And essentially putting that cream on gives you like a chemical burn on your face. It's like having a really bad sunburn. And so, yeah, my face has been red and even puffy, and just as it goes through that healing process, it's just like getting over a bad sunburn. And so I've been putting on Aquaphor ointment, which was recommended by not only my dermatologist, but other dermatologists and online. And I have been, just taking care of myself and everything. Now, then on the 2nd of January, I got a call from the eye doctor, and I had scheduled my second cataract surgery for February 12th, and they called on the 2nd and offered to move it up to this week on the 8th. And I thought the timing of it was good. And so, so I had my second cataract surgery on Wednesday, and right about that same time, my face just started getting so much better. Like the redness was really decreasing, like beginning on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yesterday it was pretty good. And so today, since it's been pretty close to 2 weeks, I decided to go ahead and put on a little bit of makeup. So my face is still red and still has a couple of spots like in my smile lines, like whenever I would smile or take a bite of my food, it would hurt and stretch the area where it was so tight. And so I still have some healing to go on right here and a little bit on my chin. And so there's still a little bit of redness also across my cheeks, but otherwise I'm like doing so much better. And the surgery on my right eye went pretty well. And it has to heal for a few weeks. Now, the lens that I got put in is called a light adjustable lens. And what they can do is fine tune your vision with that lens. And then they can set it to be for far away vision or for close up vision. And so I got the same type of lens in my left eye last year, and they set that for far vision. And so right now, this lens isn't set for close-up vision, which is why I'm still wearing my glasses for reading. But in a few weeks, when they start doing the light adjustments, then they'll set my right eye to be for the more mid vision so that I can see my computer clearly, and hopefully, hopefully it all goes well. So anyway, I am just so happy to be here with all of you guys this morning. So yeah, as I was kind of saying, I have not made that Spyro hat yet, but I'm going to have to check it out. I did make a spiral beanie over Christmas or before Christmas to wear. It's like a candy cane. I made red. It's over there on the other side of the room, but I think you guys saw it. And yeah, one of my makes last year was a spiral hat. There we go. Thank you, Carrie, for dropping Massive Crochet Channel. Everybody go check them out. So Katrina has recommended, because she is doing a blanket by Massive Crochet. And so, yeah, go check them out. Check out Massive Crochet. And Samantha's using some emojis. Leslie says, thanks, Carrie. I threw some yarn there. Asia Joe says, enjoying some snow here in Ohio. So I made up some rice to serve with what is called Italian penicillin soup over the top of it. Love a good hearty meal. Oh, I'm going to have to learn a little bit more about what that is. And thank you, Sandra, as well, for Sandra Carlton, for dropping Massive Crochet Channel. Yes. And little Carrie says, I want to try the Spyro beanie. It looks very cool. Yeah. And there's Laura. Good morning, Laura. It's good to see you. Asia Joe says, what a time to be alive that they can give you cream for something like that. Terrible though. Oh, everybody has that reaction. So that's exactly the reaction I was told to expect. Was very red skin, painful skin. They said, that you could get sores essentially, like, because if your face cracks, you could have cracking and bleeding. And fortunately, I did not have any bleeding. I did get two little cracks like right here in my smile line, and oh my gosh, it hurt so much. But like I said, all the pain is pretty much gone now. And each day I did a warm shower and I just kind of gently rubbed the skin to try to help with the exfoliation of, essentially, it's like a chemical peel is the only way I can really say. And having a sunburn, feeling like a sunburn. So yeah, I had like the white raccoon eyes because of course I kept it away from my eyes, and around my mouth it was also because I didn't get it too close to my lips. But yeah. Yes. Well, some people have like a worse reaction than even I had. So I am thankful. I am thankful. Yes, totally understand that cream and its reactions. The hubby uses it routinely. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my brother, ironically, he has had a lot of skin cancer because he worked outside, and so he's had a lot of treatments done for that. And he was doing the cream the same time I was doing the cream. So anyway. Hello, Carla. Good morning. Good to see you. And let's see. Asia Joe says, thank you everyone for being here and for your thumbs up. Oh yes, thank you. Please like, comment, share, lots of comments. Anyway, and for those of you that may have come in a little bit late, usually Carrie and I would be doing this live together, but she is under the weather. And so you get me. Nancy says, you've got a lot going on, Mara, but happy to hear you're doing what you need to for you. Yes. There is China. Hello. It's good to see you. The Crochet Queen. Hello. And people greeting each other. China says hello, everyone in the chat. Just scrolling down here. I'm a few minutes behind, but not too bad. And Mariana says, keeping all in my prayers. That is appreciated. You're a strong person, Mara, to go through that and have cataract surgery. I know. I was like, okay, yeah, I want to move up the cataract surgery because then I figured, I was going to be home for a couple of days for that anyway. And it just gave me more time for my skin to get back to normal. So yeah, feeling blessed at the timing of it all. And that I could just be home, laying low, listening to audio books and crocheting some and things like that. Just scrolling down, people saying hello. And Leslie has typed in the word mindful. And you can also do that. When you type in mindful, it drops your channel so that we can all go over and check you out. So please do so. And then let's see. Oh, Leslie says that she is less than 20 away from 200 friends. That's awesome. Yes, if we could go please support one another, that would be really awesome. If you decide to drop your channel, do exactly what Leslie did. Let us know if you're looking for friends, you're looking for watch hours. Last night over at Cynthia's Joyful Creations, Samantha was saying she's looking for watch hours. And I don't think she is here, but our friend Lisa from Lisa Knits and Vlogs over in Australia, it's getting very late in the day for her. She is also looking to help her watch hours. And so that would be great if you guys could check them out and help support where you can. Oh, thank you. You are gorgissimo, gorgissimo, Mara, inside and out. Aw, okay. And there's Katrina's channel. Go over and check her out, pick her up, gently toss a little yarn in her window or at her door. And hello, Kelly. I bring it every day. Kelly, how is it going? People greeting one another. Whoa, am I catching up? That is so awesome. I love when I can catch up with the chat. That is going to give me a chance to take a sip of coffee. And I am going to get my other camera ready here. I want to kind of share with you guys what I am working on. Right, get that there, and let me move my phone out of the way. All right, just clear a little space. But I have enjoyed making blankets, and I really do like the Granny Square blanket. As you know, you guys know, I'm not a huge fan of the having to weave in 4,000 ends when you make a big blanket with granny squares. And also, like, I like granny squares, but when it comes to blankets, and especially blankets for adult size people, I like a rectangular blanket. And last year, Llama Mama Kayla, and I'm sure there have been many people who have made a rectangular granny, but Llama Mama Kayla was showing a couple of different ways how you could do a rectangular granny instead of a granny square. And so I decided, like, I wanted to make a blanket for my son using, some yarn that I had in not so feminine colors. And so how I decided to do it was to make 3 small granny squares. So three squares that have 4 rounds each with the 4 different colors of blanket that I chose. And then I put those 3 granny squares together. And now I'm just going to go around and around in a rectangular shape. So I'll hold that up in just a second, but I'm trying to get my extra camera here. Let me add this to the stage and then also swap it so that this is the bigger one. Okay. And people are greeting one another. I appreciate that. Let me make sure I didn't miss any questions or anything, but no, there's little Carrie. She has dropped her channel. Please go check her out and pick her up. And then scrolling down, just people saying hello. There's Jen Reeves. Hello, Jen Reeves. Good to see you. And thank you. Yeah, I did a rectangle for my Hexicardi. Got to check that out. Oh yeah, and I'll show you the if I can find, yes, the yarn that I'm using I got on clearance, not in 2024, but I think in 2023 at the Hobby Lobby clearance. Let me hold it up here. It is the Yarn Bee Smooth Move microfiber. Now I'm using Dark Country Blue, which is this blue color here. Dark Country Blue and black, of course. Black and another color called Spa. And I believe that is this kind of like a seafoam green or a, well, it is a shade. It's in the green family. And then red. So obviously, and this is just a nice, I love this red. It's not, doesn't have too much in the way of orangey undertones, although it might come across that way. So yeah, so basically what I did was here is one of the squares right here. I went black, spa, whatever that blue color I said, dark country blue, and then red. And I made that square and then 2 additional squares. So you can see, whoops, 1, 2, 3 squares. Okay, and then I just seamed them together right here with a slip stitch. Let me make sure. Sorry, I've got it upside down. Anyway, that was upside down. But so yeah, I just seamed them here with a slip stitch so that it gave it just kind of a little bit of definition between the two, between each of the. And then after that, I attached the black and went around in the 2 corners. I just did I did 3 double crochets. So I did a double crochet here, then I did half of a double and half of a double in the other corner, and then did a 3rd double crochet just to kind of tie it together. And so anyway, then I went around with black and green. So I am now on my second one of each color, and I'm trying to weave in the ends as I go. And this is working up pretty quickly. I didn't work on it that much yesterday because I was, I think, just working on another couple of things. But I have a friend who is having surgery, and so I was trying to also make her like a little crochet flower. And I'd like to share with you guys the pattern that I'm using for this little crochet sunflower. You can make any kind of flower with it, but essentially you'll make 2 of your inner circle of your flower, and then you'll kind of put them, well, I have to still make the little face. I'm going to use 6mm safety eyes here, and then or on this one, because I still have to finish making this circle. I've got one more round, and then I'll put on the safety eyes and the little face, start crocheting it together, stuff it a little bit, and then finish crocheting so that it has some dimension. And then after that, then you'll make the petals. And so I've got my golden yellow to make the petals of the sunflower here. It's hello to everybody coming in. Thank you for doing so. There's Deirdre Evans, and she says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. And Barbara Riggle Baker, good to see you. People are greeting each other. And Samantha says, what time did you get up? Well, I woke up at 6 o'clock my time this morning. And Samantha says that she is working on a Boggy Creek blanket. And there is HD. She says, hi, Mara and everyone. It's good to see you guys. So what brand of yarn? I am using, I'm pretty sure if it's either Crafter Secret. So here is a lighter shade of brown, or it is Peaches and Cream. So, oh yeah, speaking of, I wanted some green for making, leaves and backs of leaves and stems on flowers. And I didn't have any. So of course, I wasn't really going out in public. So I know this is a Target bag, but I did a Walmart order and then went and picked it up. I needed some red because I'd like also to make a red rose. This red isn't quite as red as this, but it'll do. So I got some red. And so Peaches and Cream. I think that the brown and the gold are actually Peaches and Cream from Walmart. And then I also got a dark green. Now, I don't know if this is just called green or what. This just says forest green. So I bought some forest green, some red or rouge, and I also got a lighter shade of green, which is called rosemary. And these are all peaches and cream. So it's a 4-weight cotton. Let's see. I also got black. I don't really think I have just plain black in that weight of cotton, and a couple other things. I'll just put these over here. May save some of those tomorrow for the weekend wind up so that you guys can see. But for the most part, I bought some peaches and cream, and so that I could make some various flowers. Let's see. So let me show you the flower. Hopefully I still have it. Let me see. That's Makosi. No. Okay. Well, hopefully I saved it, because what I ended up doing was writing down the pattern. All right. Let me see if I bookmarked it. I apologize, you guys, for that. So let me go into solo mode for myself and take that down for a second. Oh yeah, the rosemary shade is great, Asia Joe. I love it too. I didn't, it's very hard to tell. Like I could tell one was a darker green and one was a lighter green, but since I wasn't sure of the exact shades, I just got both, So yeah, actually I'm going to put these back in the bag. Well, all right, and put these up here. All right, and then I have another project that I gave a try. There we go. All right. I'm going to find that. So talk amongst yourselves while I see if I can find the pattern of that flower. Because I'm pretty sure it was a YouTube tutorial. So I can just go and look at my history and then I'll be able to find it. So give me a sec while I do that. Viewing history. Here we go. It's called the Crochet Amigurumi Flower Keychain, no sewing required. And it's by Hooked by Robin. And I'm going to go ahead and share the link for you so that you guys can see it. Copy. All right. Yeah, and you can, and she shows you how you can make it into a keychain. And so, yeah, I recommend it. It looks like a pretty easy pattern, and I'm looking forward to finishing 1 or 2 of those up today, and I can show you my finished ones tomorrow on the weekend wind up. There's Rachel, Thrifty Crocheter, saying good morning to everyone, and also Janet R. Good morning. Good to see you. People greeting them. Little Carrie has typed in the word yogi, and Nightbot has dropped a mindfulness quote that says, crochet offers a haven of tranquility where you can escape the chaos of the world and find solace in creativity. Awesome. I love that. That is a good one. I definitely have found a haven of tranquility this week, being home and, just using my crochet to sit and relax and everything. So yes, and little Carrie says, very true, Nightbot. Yes. And looks like Leslie also typed in yogi. And Nightbot says, even a crochet project of 1,000 rows starts with the first one. Yeah, I like it. And Laura says, if I forget anyone, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to focus on the new glasses. There you go. Oh, yeah. I hope that your vision's doing okay today. There is my link drop. Now, again, you can make this into a keychain. So the size is going to come out to be about this big. So I would say, unless you use a smaller weight of yarn, you're going to end up with a good size keychain. It would also make a really good, for kids, hang it on a backpack, like a little bauble. If you use crochet thread, it will come out, much smaller. And I think that would also be very cute if you wanted to use it as a keychain. Then it would be a little, I personally don't like giant things for keychains, but you might be okay with it. But if you use crochet thread, then you can also do that. The other thing would be, once you have your flower, you could put a nice little magnet on it and stick it on your refrigerator, or just magnetize it to something. And Samantha also typed yogi, and my Nightbot says, may you create peaceful harmony as your life's purpose. There's Nana Mama Cat. Good morning, Nana Mama Cat. Oh yeah, it is pretty cute, the flower. Now she used rainbow petals, which, you can use whatever color combination you want. So I thought it would be good. So I could make a sunflower, or I could make a regular flower. Now she starts out using yellow for the center on one side, and on the back it's green. So when I go to make, a different kind of flower, then I'll use yellow in the center, and I'll use one of the shades of green for the back. Probably I don't know. I could use both because I like both shades of green, and flowers have dark and light shades of green. And then you can make your petals whatever color you want, rainbow even. So very fun. And it uses very little bit of stuffing. You can just stuff it very lightly, just so that if you use plastic safety eyes, that they don't come popping out the back side of it. All right. Oh gosh, did I catch up again? My goodness. Yeah. Good morning to Nana Mama Cat, and very good. All right. So the other another thing that I have been wanting to do, and for a few years now, but I did about, a year and a half ago, Ursula OM Granny Square, she was doing an entrelac blanket. Hello, Nisi, good to see you. And I was and watching her crochet this entrelac blanket, and I was like, oh, that is really a cool technique. Now, ironically, Juan has also been doing entrelac in like an argyle pattern, which I think is really awesome. But I wanted to give some entrelac a try. And, again, I don't like weaving in a lot of ends. And with entrelac, it's like you go across and you cut, and then you go back and you go across and you cut. And so it's a little bit of a challenge. Oh, here, let me go ahead and click on some of these. Oh, thank you, Nisi, for being a member for 13 months. And Denise Lee, thank you for being a member for 12 months. First, let me play this member milestone for you guys. And then Nisi, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. I'll have to look and see who got those. Just a second. Gotta get back over here. And so congratulations to Katrina and Nancy, Too Old to Care, Krista's Heavenly Creations, Rebecca McCauley, and Bon Bon. Welcome back, or welcome everybody. And thank you again, Nisi, for gifting memberships. So let me play these videos for you guys. Let me scroll down here a sec. All right, for those member milestones, here you go. Congratulations, and thank you for continuing to be a mindful maker. And then this is for Nisi. Thank you so much for your membership gift. Okay, and welcome back and welcome to the new members. This is for you. Yes, so I was just noticing Asia Joe's comment that she hasn't seen OM Granny Square or Llama Mama's channel. Well, Llama Mama Kayla has definitely been putting out content, but I don't believe that Ursula OM Granny Square has done so. I think she's been taking some time off from making content. So hopefully, I hope that we can welcome her back soon to the YT streets. Let's see, can you do a pocket border to cover up the ends? Oh, I'm sure you can do envelope border, or, you know, there's a way to kind of, well, I'll show you the ones that I have worked up. First, let me get the book. All right. Back in October, when I was at the Pacific Northwest Yarny Social, one of the door prizes, I won a door prize, and it was this book, which is called The Complete Photo Guide to Crochet. Now, it has a lot of patterns in here. It says on the back, the ultimate reference for all forms of crochet, great for beginners and experienced crocheters too. And yeah, there are definitely some experienced patterns in here. And this is where I got the pattern for the spiral. This shows you a 4-color spiral. And so this one is what I was using to make my hat for the one that I mentioned at the beginning, the candy cane hat, back for, we had candy cane day at work. So anyway, what I like about this book is that it does give you, you know, like graphs that shows you the picture of where your stitches go and things like that. And so it's very cool. So that's where I got that. But then also there was a pattern toward the back. They show, this one is called the Tunisian and Shells. And let me show you, I'm going to move this over here. This is what a swatch of it looks like. It's kind of hard to see if you guys can see it. So this one I like because you can do it monochromatic, which I think is very cool. Here, let me unhighlight this comment. So it does back and forth rows. In this one, you do, you do some of your entrelac, and then you go back with some single crochets, and then you do a couple rows of this shell pattern, like really large shell, and then you do some more entrelac and you go back and forth. And so I'll show you my swatch. Let me flip it the right way here. An exit solo layout. So this is mine right here. So you can see these big shell patterns, and then this is the entrelac. I should double check. Is that the back or the front? I can't tell. Flip it over here. I think this is the front. So anyway, you can see those big shells, and then the entrelac. Because it's all one color, it's kind of a little bit more challenging to see the pattern. And I think I probably could have used a little bit bigger hook on this. It doesn't lay as flat as I would like, but I think it's really cool. I like it that I have an end here and I have an end over here, and that's it. I only will have two ends to weave in. I figure, and this width of it is a really nice, cowl or scarf width. It's about, let me get a tape measure here. Oh, well, it's 8 inches across, but I'm thinking you could, yeah, I mean, it would make a good cowl or snood, just like, so you could kind of wrap it around. You could just keep going. Now I fastened it off because I was basically just giving it a try. So after I was doing this one and thinking, all right, now I'm not like overly happy with this, I think I probably could have done, well, if you do any less repeat, you'll end up with only like maybe about that big. So I'm thinking you probably want it to be at least 8 inches wide. So of course you could, the book says that it's groups of 9, that the pattern is multiples of 9 and then plus like 4, something like that. Multiples of 9 plus 4. So you can just keep going with your multiples of 9. But I made my swatch the same size as the one that they did in the book, just so I could make sure that I did it right to give it a try. But anyway, yeah. So it yields about 8 inch wide. All right, let me scroll down. Then I also just did a normal 2-color entrelac pattern, and I followed a tutorial from Nastasia. And hold on. So yeah, so I followed Nastasia.com. Her instructions for entrelac, and I just used 2 coordinating colors to make a here's this. Get a little bit closer too so that you guys can see. I think I still have the 2 shades of yarn here, or maybe I put them away to try to make a little bit of room. Nope, I got them. So this yarn that I used is Crafter's Secret. And I used these 2 colorways. So they're very coordinating. This one is called Turquoise Rainbow Bridge. Isn't that pretty? I love it. I love the rainbow in with this lighter turquoise color. And then this one is just turquoise. So turquoise and then turquoise rainbow bridge. And anyway, so you work your way across. Now, the tutorial that I followed from Nastasia, from Donna Wolf on her channel, was just for the entrelac rows across, but not for the little triangles up at the top. And so this, I followed a different tutorial, and I'm going to have to look at my browsing history again to see. Let me go. Where's my history? Okay, go back. History here. Let's see. Okay. All right. So the person's tutorial that I followed for, oh goodness, this was a few days ago, so I'm not finding it very readily. All right. Oh, well, I'm sorry. But there, if you look for, some, how to do a finishing border on entrelac, I think you'll find it there in YouTube. You'll find lots of different ways, but essentially you fill the gaps in with a decrease. So as you're doing the entrelac square, then you're decreasing, and then it just flattens it out. It was really cool. I was like, oh my gosh, it's as simple as that. So if you guys are thinking about trying it, and this is sort of like dipping your toe into Tunisian, I really love it. And you can do this with as many colors as you want. So the only thing that I don't like about this is the amount of ends you get. And so I still have a lot of ends that I'm going to have to weave in, because at the end of each row, essentially you're cutting the yarn. And so I find that I want to try to do it in a way where maybe you have your row and then you go back with some single crochets, and then you can swap colors and do that. So I don't know. Have you guys done much of that? And what do you think? Can you get away with not having as many ends and then just changing colors by going back in your rows? I don't know. I'm curious. And can you work the decrease down the sides so that you're getting a flat edge? I don't know. I'm going to be experimenting, but you guys tell me what you think. Yes. Oh yeah. Katrina says, Llama Mama has been posting. Her last video was an hour ago. And then, let's see. Is entrelac done by using Tunisian only? So I wish I could kind of show you, but you're pulling up loops, but for the most part, like I only had 6 to 7 loops on my hook at a time with these little squares. This swatch is probably 9 inches is my guess. Let me see. Yeah. So with the finishing, this is about 9 inches. So each of the little squares is only like a little over, and it's like about 1.25 inches. So not very big. Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of a short Tunisian, but you can, this whole one is all like in the little, I just used a normal size hook for it. Like, just a normal hook. You don't need You don't need a Tunisian hook for it unless you're making a very big square. But I think you can just get away with like a normal, whatever hook you normally use, that'll do. And morning, says Mork and Mandy. Hello, Mandy. Let me scroll down and try to catch up a little bit here. Graphs are helpful once you know how to read them. Yeah, so true. Let's see. Yes, and Nisi is telling Samantha that she is planning to start going live again in February, and we're looking forward to Porch Chat being back. Yes. Oh, yeah, that would be fine. If you haven't already done so, Carrie, that would be great. You can drop the link for the book. And Asia Joe says, I like that, Mara. You're so good at crocheting. Oh, well, thank you. I've been crocheting a long time. So let's see. Yeah, the book looks incredible. It is a good book. Yes. And hello. How are you doing, Jessie? Good to see you. Yeah. And Leslie says, good to hear that you'll be back, Nisi. I haven't watched the announcement yet, but I will. Yes, I know. I've got to go check out Nisi at Freehandly Maid's channel. She did make an announcement about Porch Chat returning in February. I'm so glad for that. So is Entrelac, yeah, Tunisian. It is, like I said, light Tunisian. It's dipping your toe, but I really like the look that this creates. And I think if you use a hook that's just maybe even, a quarter size or a half size larger than recommended for the yarn, that you get that it lays a little bit flatter, because a lot of times Tunisian will roll up at the edges. And then finishing this off, I like the way it really lays flat. So, I can do a little bit of blocking with the edge, or I can still go back and do another round all the way around of a regular crochet and give it a little border. And then this little washcloth will be done here. Now I've got it too zoomed in, but zoom back out a little bit. So yeah, I'll go just so that the edge looks a little bit flatter. I could go around and do another crochet, and then you can kind of block it if you need to. But I don't really feel like this requires blocking here in the entrelac stitch itself. And it's essentially the Tunisian simple stitch that you're doing for this pattern here. Yeah, Katrina says that stitch would make a really nice hot pad. Yes, yeah. This could be totally a hot pad. It could be, a towel. You could use different, and you could pretty much make whatever you want with with this. You can make a blanket with it. It just really depends on the size of your rows, and I think you could do whatever you would like. But yeah, for this, I was just planning to do a washcloth. But yeah, and I used cotton, so that technically I would think, now this is not super thick, but you could use it as a hot pad. But I mean, I wouldn't want to put anything too hot on it. If you did a second layer of it and made it like double thickness, I think that would be the perfect hot pad. Yeah, for sure. Everybody's agreeing with Katrina. Yes. And there's Jolene. Hello. How are you? She says your entrelac is looking great, Mara. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm basically done with this. This was just like for me to test it out. And so I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the rows. And then I did a border, the little border around each to kind of close up the zigzag, because as you know, the entrelac is going to create like a zigzag look. And so these little decreased entrelac triangles around make it to fill in that zigzag. Oh yeah, and Katrina says, wonder if carrying the yarn would work. No, I think so, but then you just end up using well, you end up using a fair amount of yarn. So I think going back with like a single crochet would use up more yarn, but that's fine. I don't care. Right? We have enough yarn. Okay. Asia Joe says, it takes me a whole day to crochet a 4x4 granny square. So unfortunately, Mara, I couldn't give you any feedback on something so fancy. Try the crochet crowd with Mikey. Yeah. Yeah, Denise Hoffman says, gonna listen a while. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And hello, Sierra. Good to see you. Oh, goodness. We're a little bit after 9 o'clock already. Let me try to catch up with the chat. I'm going to stop sharing this screen here. Let me stop the camera. There we go. Try to catch up with the chat. I'm pretty sure somebody tell me. There you go. Sorry. I'm pretty sure, was somebody doing their monetization party this morning? Maybe y'all could help me figure that out. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. And I also want to wish a happy birthday to Bridget today. Happy birthday to Queen's Craft by Bridget. Before I go, I don't even know if Bridget is here, but let me wish her a happy birthday. So if she wants to go back, if she goes back to watch a replay, she can catch that. Let me play a birthday song for Bridget, and then anybody else that might have a birthday. This is for you. Happy birthday to you. May all your wishes come true. Happy birthday, dear friend. Happy birthday to you. And many, many more. All right. Yes, here is a mindfulness quote for Katrina. Crochet is a language spoken with yarn, conveying emotions and memories in every stitch. Yeah, wow. Katrina says, my 5-year podiversary is this month. That's also, where did the time go? Holy moly. And let's see, Sandra, SC, Mara, email sent. Oh, I accidentally sent 2. Okay. Cool. I will check that out. Thank you for the reminder, Sandra, that you were sending me an email. I'm happy to look at that. Now, did you want me to do that on the live, or did you want to? I'm going to go back. Let me just do a search and okay. Well, I am not sure, but yesterday on Granny D's, I saw that somebody was mentioning a monetization party today, and I am not sure because I thought they said Frizzy B, but I am not seeing that. So I don't know. Anyway, so if you guys know, feel free to put it in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and start to wrap things up here, and you guys can go on. If there is somebody, let's see, calls Sierra are so last year. Oh, okay. Video chat. So, oh, right. Yes. Sunita, hello. It's good to see you. Good morning. Oh, and happy belated birthday to you, because Sunita just also had a birthday back on the 1st on New Year's Day. So good to see you this morning. And I've been enjoying watching your videos that you've been putting out this year. So goodness. Okay. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining me today. I hope that I will see you again tomorrow evening um, at the weekend windup. That'll be at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Ah, there is Granny D. Hello, good to see you. Just wrapping things up here. I want to thank you guys all for coming and hanging out with me, even though my good friend Carrie wasn't here to join me this morning. It's good to be back on live with you guys, and I will look forward to seeing you all throughout the day and the weekend at all the various lives. Don't forget to catch everybody. And if you want, before we go and as we're wrapping things up, feel free to type in the word yogi, type in the word mindful if you want to drop your channel, and you can type in the word weather. I know not everybody, but many people across the country are experiencing some winter weather. So feel free to type weather and your zip code while we do our little outro song. So everybody, please take care. And of course, be kind.